Thank you very much. Rogers, I think when we look at issues of governance and leadership, we always look at the perspective of how the society views in terms of how the structure has been developed. And in the executive, the fact that the executive is run by the president and is run by members of his cabinet, when we talk about issues of the face of Kenya, of course, people who have been appointed are Kenyans. And therefore, when we look at it, they come from different parts of the region. But is that the one which took us there in terms of our, dissolving cabinet and resurfacing them again? So one thing that is eminent and we must always look at is what was the journey before and now where we are. The journey was that our young men came out and their main aim was, or their main pillars of their revolution, I call it revolution, were based on accountability, quality leadership, performance, and issues related to wastage among the government officials. And of course, the cost of living impends all aspects of those accountability process. But when you look at very keenly what has been done and the expectation that we were expecting, it's completely different. I mean, beside some few non-performance, if I may call them, because it came from their side, and we didn't evaluate them, but according to the people who have evaluated them, including the president, said some of his CSS are non-performance. They don't perform very well. Okay. And therefore, he has dropped some of them. We know the ones he has dropped them, probably those were based on the fact that they weren't performing as required. But he has just reserved the same ones. So the logic of telling us, I have dissolved my cabinet, and again I have resurfaced them back, is the thing that is not making a lot of sense. Okay. Number two, the fact that the face of Kenya being determined or defined as bringing on board another political wing, that is ODM, we don't understand exactly how that really means in terms of talking about the face of Kenya. So the face of Kenya means there are quite a number of Kenyans who are qualified from different parts of the regions that we occupy. And if all those regions are given representative without linking them to any political affiliation or any political groups, then that will have been defined as a face of Kenya. But the bottom line is that regardless of whether we have been given the face of Kenya or not, we have gone beyond the expectations that Kenyans were fully expecting in terms of how the president will have responded to in addressing the key pillars that has created the crisis that we were in.